It is the 41st millennium.
That sucks.
For 10,000 years, the Imperium has dominated the galaxy. There is only war.
I don't think I'm gonna be able to find Superfan episodes of Bugs Back, or for any other show that I like, for that matter.
From the most highborn lord
from what I'm
to the
reading,
most basic servitor, is dedicated to the service of the good
apparently
emperor
from what I'm
of
reading,
mankind.
the only reason the Superfan episodes of The Office even exist
from the conscripted
is because
soldiers
the
of the
editor
Astra
single-handedly put them together.
to the elite space marines of the Adeptus Astartes. Keep humanity safe from alien threats and cosmic horrors beyond imagining. But there is another war. It is the one.
I am not a fan of this bitch. It's fucking bad.
Yeah. Well, it's already, we're like barely even through the series with the Superfan episodes, and it's like it's already like completely like changed the.
Crisis ain't done. You've made a start, but that's not enough. favourite heretics are brewing a pathogen in a fuel refinery. You'll gain access via flow control. Once you're inside, build overpressure in the system to destroy the thing. I hear tell that the old refinery's been taken over, so keep your eyes open.
Keep sending us to the nicest places. Spoil that. Heavy gunner! Back off! Daydreaming again? I'm not sure. Reality is trouble. I don't find it so. I am not going to die here. You fight! Doesn't sound at all promising, does it? I really don't mind the smell. After all, it's not real, is it? Okay, Sparkhead. I trust you. We have a medicine station. those to die. So why am I alone?
I need something special.
About time! Hello! A shield! Over there! Red shotgun!
My people for life is like an Back's close.
viable. Boxbuster! Hit it! Nice. For you. First rule of battle: kill them first.
You've reached flow control. Good work. Your side some kind of demon is burrowed through this machinery. You'll have to drive it out to proceed.
Away with you! Downward justice now! It's going to kill you! Be gone!
One last nasty to take out.
Behind me, little one! I am reloading! Just don't hurt me, son! Lego grip! Engage and action! Show me what you got! Back off! It needs to die! Wait for the head! Lego grip! This way! Reloading cavalry. Whatever is the matter this way! Out of my way! We have a
Elevator's working again. Time to enter the refinery.
Sanction that duty!
Okay, elevator's here. Let's move on.
Get back! Exploding barrel!
Will we know if we're infected, you think?
How much longer is this gonna take?
Why? Are you expecting somewhere else?
I'll
Oh dear, a box. This really
falling over, Psycho.
No, beloved, I can't leave them.
Welcome everybody. Thank you for the follows. Thank you for the subs. I really appreciate that. Enraged Gecko. Welcome everybody. How you doing? Second time crash after gifting membership. This is called Warhammer 40k Dark Tide.
Put the rot bag.
Welcome everybody. How you all doing? I don't know why my alerts didn't play. I appreciate that, Enraged Gecko. Welcome everybody. How you doing? How you doing, Enraged Gecko? Wait, we make you guys how you doing. So this is Warhammer 40k Dark Tide. It's on Steam and it's on Game Pass. Oh, you gotta be fucking joking.
Quickly! Guilty! Follow me!
No death in my dream.
Nice rock! Thanks, friend!
Get back! My peerless sense of direction paying off again.
You gotta be fucking joking. There we go. What the fuck? We fall on top of each other.
I never knew a dream could smell so bad or sound so loud.
You must have lived a sheltered life for a fugitive.
My dog is gonna wear clothes.
Dangerous enough to the rest of us as it is. I need to get back to the squad.
Group up, people! Bag him up!
shotgunner!
Got you.
Don't expect any thanks! Out of my way! This way! Nice rock! Big friends!
Almost done, Beloved.
I'm not afraid of you! He's dead, I think.
Fastness, you did.
I will stop troubles! That flavor dead! Go there!
Cypher exfiltration faltering. Connection lost. Compensate.
Let me pass!
Shield us!
Parameters almost met.
Cower! Flee! Hogsbuster! Stand up here! Dead as Gordon! Back off!
Iterative phase nearing completion.
Wicked meat sack.
Follow me! Weaklings! Sniper! This way! Counterfeit machines! Let me pass! Follow me! Now, closing in! Stay alert! This way!
You've done good today. One less plate brewing on a tower. Duty done. Get moving.
My beloved said you're to help me. And
Follow me! That way! Attack!
Boulder's dead, I think.
Cower! Flee!
That's impressive.
That's the house! Big shotgunner!
Alright, nice. Here we go. Sorry I wasn't so active chatting with everyone. Holy shit. That was a little nutty. Gotta love it, right? We're hanging out. Right, come chill out my Discord. I'm hanging out in there. Welcome, Enraged Gecko. Thank you for being here. Hope your night is going well. Thank you for the 2 gifted members. I appreciate that. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, dude. Welcome everybody. If you're watching the VOD, I appreciate you watching the VOD. How are you all doing tonight? Remember, if you like this type of content, hit that like and subscribe. If you're watching the VOD, thank you for watching the VOD. Exactly. Go here.
I shall tend thy relic, varlet. Praise the Omnissiah.
Come on, everyone.
Omnissiah. From the forge cometh miracles. From miracles cometh deliverance. Allow me to maximize the combat potential of your armaments. I trust you are pleased, varlet.
Alright, we're back.
I have something special for you today. Wormwood agents have confirmed the location of the Karnak twins, two of Wolfer's key war leaders. The twins have made something of a name for themselves since returning to Atoma, and they have a body count to match. If anyone knows where Wolfer's hiding, it's them. Take them down, but leave one breathing. I want a prisoner capable of talking. We can't risk Wolfer knowing we're coming, so this mission is strictly off the books. Get in, get one of the twins to volunteer, and do the Emperor proud.
Explicator Zola, kindly explain yourself.
We have a line on the Karnak twins. Wormwood Agent 42.
Is will come.
Yes, it will.
Enemies in sector. I see Rinder's tenderized you. My turn!
You are not in control here, Zola. They are.
Right in the head! That has
Really bad.
Killing comes naturally to a criminal. Is that all you got? Bastard, done! We have a Medicaid station.
Foxtraffic confirms that enemy forces are converging on the strike team's location.
Then we keep moving. Stay ahead of them.
You're not listening, Zola. I applaud initiative, of course.
Hey,
The Warband cannot afford willfulness. Grendel will not tolerate it.
Rental gave me a free hand.
You know how we have labored
You
to
just waking
undermine
up?
Opium around. Everyone is expendable, yes,
How are
even
you?
the strike team. But if they die here and now in a trap you've
I'm
planted
good, I'm
into,
good. Just
Walter
playing
will
games.
crow about it from the
Very
rooftop. You'll undo weeks of work.
good.
I assure you that I am listening to every single word. Every single word. I expect better from you.
You were taught
Hope you're feeling better. Yeah, you alright? Cool. I'm not really new other than that. Killing her, okay. Killing okay. Would be a hero here. Fairly nice guy here.
Have a taste of Tom's gas.
There we go for now. Oh, yeah. You know what I want to do? I want to get... Man, that sucks. I'm not a fan of the shields. In the end, really, I'm not a fan of the shields.
Let us see what can be done. Until you... I'm gonna grab a snack. Give me a second, everyone. Be right back. Alright? Just give me 1 minute. Oh my god.
I have been looking at the Epstein stuff. I've been going through everything. And,
We're gonna be listening to this on the side. Sorry, everyone.
Bro, what are they doing? So, human cloning designer babies. Uh-oh, here we go. Sorry I can't make it. Did the cloning issue give you pause? I just, honestly, guys, I'm actually so glad that my mom isn't here to see this, because if she was, I would never hear the end of it. It would be over for me. It would be totally over for me. Like, I would just have to agree with her about everything. Because she's, yeah, apology time, exactly, yes. Apology time, this is nuts. I did reports on designer babies at school. There's a chance all of this is bullshit to distract us? From what? Yes, and her heart couldn't take it. You're hearing I told you so for the rest of your life. I would be. And I'm back. I met Simon. Let's schedule a call. I can discuss any questions you might have. Attached is a document you requested. It's the, quote, use of funds spreadsheet and the designer baby and human cloning company. Oh my god. Well, so because she thought that basically there were two Joe Bidens. There was the smart Joe Biden that was the clone, and then there was the real Joe Biden that was stupid. And I remember the only counter that I had for that is, like, if we had a smart Joe Biden, why would they ever roll out the stupid one? Why would they ever bring out stupid Joe Biden if they knew the smart one was there? They could use that. Why would they ever do that? It's like, are there ever an occasion for that? Both were stupid. Yes, I guess so. And solid and liquid Biden, exactly. And for the other one's on maintenance. Oh, that's true. That's a good point. Yeah, he was on, like, repairs and stuff like that. What did my dad think? I don't think my dad even considered any of this stuff. I don't think he gave a shit about it. And anyway, oh no, Epstein, Bill Gates, Larry Cohen are discussing, oh yeah, by the way, was Jeffrey Epstein involved potentially with COVID or other types of pandemics? Of course he was, duh. So Larry and I have been working on deliverables at my time since BG3. At Larry's request, I have spoken with Roger. Everyone has offered guidance and ideas. Works put together to require documentation to make sure this time it's valuable. Two areas where I'm interested in: the scope of domestic health and neurotech and brain science. And I propose these are deliverables. Larry and I will let you know what I think. And where's the rest of it here? To improve access and secure personal health data, blueprint and/or recommendations for zero-knowledge, proof-based digital system to secure private personal health information, allowing access to digital be redacted. Oh my God. Follow-up recommendations and/or technical specifications for strain pandemic simulation. Well, how about that? So let me get this straight. In 2016, a 28-year-old actor went to Comet Ping Pong to investigate Pizzagate, fired a bullet that hit their computer system, was sentenced to 4 years by Judge Ketanji Brown Jackson, who now is the Supreme Court Justice. And now he was fatally shot during a traffic stop and died 2 days later. That's crazy. Here we go. This is Pizzagate.
Those emails are bananas. They're not explained. They're talking about young kids who are going to be coming to a party to have fun. They're talking about
in the
pizza
pool,
and
they
hot
will be there for
dogs.
sure. $65,000 worth of hot dogs.
Like, isn't it crazy that the same vocabulary that was leaked by WikiLeaks is also being used in the Epstein files? Like, what are the odds that they're using the exact same vocabulary terms? Wow. What are they? That's so weird. What a coincidence.
Flown from Chicago for a White House party.
The whole thing is like very weird.
Did you ever see the archived Instagram post from James Alefantis' Instagram?
No.
That's the guy that owned the pizza place.
That's a dark place. So that there's so many layers to Pizzagate.
What does hot dogs mean? Young boys.
They tried to cover up intentionally for very good reason.
Well, how about the logos?
Well, the thing is, I avoid, in the way I've talked about it, I've avoided all the symbols and logos and even some of the pizza stuff because I think there's so much more clear evidence that is way more powerful. And James Alefantis' Instagram account is a great example where...
Where can you find it online?
So you cannot find it on Instagram anymore. It's only been archived onto other sites, which is kind of sketchy because it's like, how do I know you're not adding photos and stuff? So you kind of have to dig and cross-reference over and over and over to make sure that you're getting sort of like the consensus, because everyone watched as it happened. So people like Liz Crokin, people like Alex Jones, like they saw these things come out. And you can find plenty of different archives of all of James Alefantis' Instagram posts. And there are things like photos of children with their arms taped to tables. And the caption is, looks like a fun time. And then people that have always been commenting on his posts, like the people that are interacting with his posts all the time, have even weirder Instagrams where it's like kill room. And there's a coffin that's open and things like that. There's like a photo of like a walk-in freezer and it's like, man, looks like you've been having a fun weekend.
Pizza pentagram. Bro. Bro, no fucking way. No fucking way it's all real. Oh my God.
It's like, man, looks like you've been having a fun weekend.
What the fuck?
Things like that are just super
What the fuck,
dark.
man?
And a bunch of babies and a bunch of symbolism, a bunch of children, and it's all photos on their Instagram in plain daylight. And they all got scrubbed, obviously.
Jesus
And that's not to
Christ.
mention Podesta's art collection and the Marina Abramovich connections. It goes on and on and on and on.
Jesus.
Yeah.
And we're talking about the Clintons with the Haiti scandals, with the cocaine in Arkansas. It's like the thing is that we sound crazy. I sound crazy to someone that doesn't do their own research.
This was in March 2025. So almost a year ago. Almost a year ago, people were talking about this. Oh yeah, I didn't have a chance to show you guys this one. Look at this. They ate humans. Disgusting. I wasn't aware of anything. I mean, about the murders, yes. But they eaten humans. They smell like human flesh. So, you know what happened to her? Yeah, me either. Gabriella Rico disappeared in 2009 after apparently escaping an Epstein file. Or an Epstein party. The thing is that, bro, people are making jokes about Diddy parties. Nobody's joking about Epstein parties. Oh my God. It's too fucked up. Yes. It's worse than a horror movie. It is. And where is it here? Jeffrey Epstein, did you torture her? Martin Novak is a Harvard professor. Our spy was captured after completing her mission. Jeffrey Epstein responds, did you torture her? Wow. Oh my God. Are you surprised Bill Cosby wasn't a part of this? Well, so not necessarily, because like if you, oh geez, you know what? I think that joke's a bit too much. That's too much. It's too much. I can't do that one yet. All right, maybe give me another year and I'll be able to do it. And anyway, kind of ruins the fun knowing there's an actual Jewish elite cabal emailing each other stuff like the Goyim have gone insane. So Zelensky also, by the way, keep this in mind, Zelensky is also talking, guess who? To Epstein. Wow, Ukraine is looking for advice, not sure where to start. We can discuss Ukraine. I know little, having been a number of times to Pinchuk conference and having helped push their debt relief during the Jericho time as, I guess, like financial manager. I have no idea. Zelensky looking for help. Putin dismissive, saying he is run by Israelis. Foreign minister. Okay, I got it. I assumed that it was something with financial, considering it was debt relief. But wow, year of file? This was in 2019, 3 years before the war in the Ukraine started. Can you speak now? No rush, tomorrow is best. Oh my God. Play the theme song? Guys, is there a 10-hour version of that? Oh my fucking God. Check out, oh yeah. He played Pokemon Go. Epstein linked to Pokemon. Check out Pokemon Go if you haven't already. The first of the augmented games. I don't even know what to say. Everyone did? Yeah, and he was one of them. I guess so. He also played Fortnite. I don't think he played Fortnite. Is that true? He played Fortnite? I have no idea. And I don't know what this one is. It must have gotten deleted. And so libtards realizing the Ukraine war isn't about democracy. What is this here? Rothschild, miss our talks. Will you be free? Can you believe, dude, this is like, I think this might actually gas out all the conspiracy theorists. This might just be the end of conspiracy theories. Because this is such an overload that there's like a sensory overload where like they just can't process all of it. Like, wait a minute. So there's literally emails about fucking the Rothschilds and Epstein having email conversations about the Ukraine war? A potential Ukraine war in 2014. Oh my God. They had elite bail knowledge? Yes. What's the way out of this? Oh, nothing's gonna happen. No one's gonna go to jail. No consequences will occur. And in 3 years, people will look back at this like it was a fever dream that never really happened. And then every once in a while, there'll be like a burst of attention for this. And then as time goes on, the attention will wane because the leaks are so extreme, so dramatic, so deranged that I don't think that a human mind can even comprehend the fact that they could actually be true. It's so crazy that people won't even believe it. Oh my God. It derails everything. It does. And so, this is from the Rothschilds to Jeffrey Epstein.
Good thing two of us are going up.
Jeffrey Epstein said, Ukraine upheaval should provide many opportunities, many. This was right, this was in 2014. Putin annexed Crimea in 2014.
I'm not.
Stranger
I'm
than
not happy
Fiction?
with
Fiction?
what I'm
Yes, it
dealing with
is.
either, but
And
I
this
just had
is
to-
during Crimea.
I just had to thought
Hi
of
Jeff,
exactly
very
what I'm
long
dealing
day
with. too.
sitting on a bank board. In beers are okay, but not satisfactory to me. And I'm putting them under pressure to be more innovative about asset management funds while restructuring.
I used
I'm
my
at dinner with a
floating holiday
client.
by
Fed up.
accident, but
I miss our talks and I hope you're well.
really matter.
We'll be home tomorrow night. Will you be free?
floating
And let's
holiday
discuss Ukraine.
Whatever.
Oh my God. They're sitting in there talking about dividing that shit up. On February 20th is after Crimea. Yeah. Let me see here. I'll just look it up real quick. Putin signed a treaty on March 18th, and this followed their occupation. So they had already started occupying it. So wait a second.
It's the Chinese break.
It's the same day.
No, it's not. It's Mugen. Mugen.
It's the same fucking day.
Mugen. You know what I mean by that? Mugen.
Oh no! Oh my God, guys!
Mugen.
Guys,
No.
this is amazing. Epstein's definitely still alive. Oh my
He's
God,
probably
what,
still
bro?
alive.
They planned this? I don't know. I really don't
They
know.
said he's
And
in
maybe refugees are good victims as children for him. Yeah, I think that could be it, right? They're quick. Yeah, bro, they're on the ball. I mean, this is their job. Oh my fucking God. So Putin annexed Crimea on the same day that this email happened. Wow. Okay. So one of these paintings from this woman was in the European Parliament in 2023. So not all of them are up, but some of them are up. You see these photos here? These are photos of them cutting babies, cutting up babies, cutting their legs. Just pull that one up. So they cut his feet off. Isn't that what they said? They cut his fucking feet off. That's what they said George Bush did. What are the odds
Oh,
of
yeah.
that?
Did you see this connection?
Species on the face of this earth
Ready?
to be aware of evolution, to be aware that we are affecting our own evolution by everything that we do, the babies we eat, the food we eat, the wars we fight.
But I could also say that looks like, what's the name?
We are the first species on the face of this earth to be aware of evolution, to be aware that we are affecting our own evolution by everything that we do. The babies we eat,
designated steelheads will draw off potential
Pizzagate is
It makes sense why they are where they are.
You mean radiating a soft glow with this bliss and excitement? Yeah, that's the pizza. You know what, guys? I haven't seen any photos of Jeffrey Epstein eating pizza. I'm starting to think that when he says pizza, he's actually talking about something else. You guys feeling the same way about this? I mean, what are the odds that he's always talking about pizza, but there's no pictures of him with any pizza boxes even in the background? What are the odds of that? Wow. That's weird, right? Oh, we already saw this one before. Who all is in the Austin office? That's where I live. Who is going to want pizza? We only have one slice, and we need to know how thinly to slice it. You only have one slice, and you need to know how thinly to slice it. Does the pizza offer include all of us who can't make the meeting because we're out here editing? Because if so, count me in. Are you sure this might not be the James Jones Kool-Aid event? TKL, please eat my slice. Wow. Wow. Where are you? Are you okay? I love the torture video. From Jeffrey Epstein.
Jeffy.
What a crazy email, by the way. That's it. I love the torture video. Holy fucking shit. I worked at Kids' Choice Awards 7 years ago, and lots of famous people are talking about looking forward to their famous slices of pizza after the show. I didn't understand at the time.
With you martial tokens of the Omnissiah's blessings.
Oh my god. Hi Zach, Q and QAnon and many others have been on this topic since 2016. As a former seeker, I can only tell you it's so much worse than what you think. There are many of us and we know a lot. For your own mental health, do not go in deeper. You think this is affecting my mental health? It's not me getting eaten. Why'd I give a shit? I feel great. Honestly, I'm probably gonna get a fucking pizza from Domino's after this. Talking about so much pizza. I don't give a shit. Not happening to me. They're already dead. What the fuck? No, it's not gonna bother me.
That's picking.
Bad timing, huh? How about that, huh? Not cheese pizza. No, it's gonna be double pepperoni and bacon. Okay, guys? Not cheese pizza.
I want to grab on your titties.
Here's another one.
I mean, listen, it doesn't matter what they're singing, it's the copyright part that's gonna get me.
Special permission to write it.
I don't give a fuck what they say.
I think you're good if it's less than 30 seconds.
You showed him the fetus in the jar.
Now, really,
We
the truth
touched on
is,
it before, but we
Paolo
didn't allow
We're
it.
gonna find out now.
What?
Paolo, it's not in the library. No,
I know.
George, Paolo put it in the jar.
You gave him special.
Man.
Fuck that.
Man, bro, what the fuck? Does she look like she'd eat somebody?
She looks like she eats
No, it looks
people.
like she already ate somebody.
Yeah.
Yeah. They
She
actually
looks
out
like
there
she
eating
already
babies.
ate somebody for sure. They look like
I
they're
really
babies.
think that this is. The more I'm seeing this, the more I'm thinking, man. Like I really, Hitler lived at a shelter that was funded by the Rothschilds. Oh, we already saw that before. Children of Haiti. Everything is blacked out. Wow, bro, what the fuck? That's right. And remember all of the different. I just think that's crazy. I really do. Wow. Yeah. I mean, I don't know what to think about that, but wow.
Wow.
I just it's a very, very interesting situation, isn't it? Conan, no, I'm not saying about this.
I wasn't allowed to go get food. And when I called Ghislaine and asked why I couldn't eat there, she said, it's a Jewish country club. You're not Jewish. They're not going to serve you. This is how this woman spoke to me. Yeah, this is how.
And the thing is, every single person who talks about how Ghislaine was around, the biggest fucking bitch.
Interesting.
Like, no wonder,
I know
bro.
you don't
Like, no
like
wonder he got tired of her.
this type
Holy
of person,
shit. Every
but
single
they're
time
a
that anybody
science,
has an interaction with her,
quantum
it's
physics
her
person,
being
you
a
know,
bitch.
It's not a political
Think
person.
about it. No, really. Have you ever heard any account of her not being a bitch? No, I haven't. Every single fucking thing I've heard about her is her being a bitch.
These people think, Whitney, they, honest to God, think their DNA is better than everybody else's. I swear to you. It was a theme all the time with them. With Eileen Guggenheim, with, Jeffrey Epstein, with Ghislaine. It was a theme. Jeffrey was a lot less horrible than Ghislaine as far as a human being, like just being around. As far as a human being, horrible. It was a theme. Jeffrey was a lot less horrible than Ghislaine as far as a human being, like just.
Doesn't do it.
No, it
being around.
does.
She was
The
raping just as many
concept, like,
children.
if you understood what they're talking about, it makes complete sense. It's because sober, you wouldn't be able to see it. Your eyes don't. You don't have the trail vision.
I mean,
like,
they could cut
as
you
if you're
down,
on a
and it was
psychedelic,
so
like,
morally
or
devastating.
MDMA,
Like, just
or MDA,
you just felt useless as a human being when you were told
on it and
you're nothing because you're not Jewish,
then you can
stupid,
read what
you're
it says because
useless,
your
a
vision
useless
allows
white girl,
it.
a poor little peasant. You know, I mean, just the things that I was called, I was just like,
Every conspiracy theory, every nut job, every fucking tinfoil hat.
Through me, Commodore.
Expect away. Believed it. You know, because it was like a hoax. The problem. Yeah, you wouldn't believe the way Jeffrey Gillan spoke about African Americans. It was like,
Will
it
you
made
get
my
banned
skin
for
crawl.
this? For what?
Anybody who was not Jewish, and you're right about this, but the way they spoke about them, it was really horrifying. And it showed me a great deal about how these people truly believe that they're chosen to do something here. I don't know. It's unbelievable to me.
Yeah.
I mean, and it was every one of them, the way they spoke. And one time I heard Isabel say to her mother, Eileen, "Mommy, why do you call Maria a nobody?" And she said, "Honey, Isabel, Maria is not a Jew. She is a nobody."
Well, you know, it
so you can see why for about 20
that type
years.
of stuff I might actually include just because the Maxwell family have
You
ties
should
to
include
this
it.
group
You
that's,
should include it.
What's it called? Chabad Lubavitch.
Wow.
And they
Do the
that,
emote?
Group
got it.
openly talks about how only Jews are human and the rest of human beings are like cattle, basically.
Oh my god. The first victim to come forward is saying this. I don't even know what to say. And then you guys asked me at the beginning of the show, are you going to show the Mel Gibson clip? Everything has been building up to this. Yep. I told y'all I had it planned out.
When I came over here, I was in my mid-20s.
Right.
The first time. When I came over here, I was in my mid-20s.
Right.
The first time I really came over here. You know, I had a whole bunch of weird paranoid suspicions about what the hell was going on because there was a lot of stuff I couldn't understand.
Right.
And nobody was really bothering to explain it to me.
They don't.
And and I formed a bunch of opinions about the town and about the people in it that were like, surely that couldn't be, because
there's no way. There's no way.
A whole place can't be like, you know, Weird Town, you know, where the stranger wanders in and all the people are in the bar and they all shut up when he looks at them and they tell you don't go into the house on the hill. And it's like that.
Quartermaster Brunt's location, I take it.
And then you go away and you think, no, I was wrong. I mean, that's insane thinking. I'm paranoid. I imagined that stuff. That couldn't be the reason for why so-and-so was acting like, could it? And then you find out later on the track that you were exactly on track with a lot of this stuff. Not specifically on track, but that you could, that some of your worst nightmares were real at the time, and you think,
what the fuck, man? What the fuck? He's talking about Hollywood? He is.
It does rip your life to pieces if you'll let it.
Yeah.
And it's always pounding at the walls. It's these little guys, these little heathens with no soul downstairs with horns on their head with a battering ram trying to like beat your walls in.
Yeah.
But it doesn't take very long before you realize, or before it gets to you. It's cascading on you all the time. You can't get away from certain attitudes, from certain modes of behavior that this town and the industry dictate. And no matter how strong you are, when you come in off the farm with those convictions and a certain line of attack, no matter how strong you are going to be affected by this place. No, it's going to divert you from where you were going. You're going to be diverted.
Vague final boss.
Eat yourself
I mean, wouldn't you be vague if you were him?
And I think it takes that kind of cockroach resilience to survive in this town. I mean, this is a bizarre place.
Damn.
The social contract. You can't get mad. You can't get mad.
No.
You can't let it get you, because you have to make a deal with everyone else, and it's almost unspoken that you are going to be fucked over at some point.
As a matter of interest, do you think it's easier because you are an outsider than an in?
I think so, because it was glaring to me, because I was an outsider.
Man, this is an archbishop who spoke out against child trafficking, stolen elections, and global elites was summoned to the Vatican for excommunication and silenced.
A few weeks ago, an important collaborator of Hillary Clinton, John Podesta, was arrested for pedophilia and child pornography. I'm referring to late summer. A man with ties to the world of Broadway and cinema, who play a role in the effort to debunk the famous Pizzagate
I think I'm regretting my life choices.
The network, filthy complicity and horrendous crimes against minors that revolve around the international peace. We realize that certainly Jeffrey is the most likely Israeli Muslim were members of the Israeli Muslim. This makes us understand that the famous trips of many well-known people in Western Ireland were really blackmailed by collecting evidence of their guilt in participating in famous ritual crimes against life.
This has to be AI.
And the facts of state and government for peace of the Western world do not dare to break out a word of protest against the massacres of civilians in Gaza Strip. It's legitimate to assume that this attitude is due to the intensive dossier of
that makes it more substantial. Like, people talking about it now is one thing, but like going back and seeing people that had brought it up even back then, and then nobody knew what was going on, I think that's what really kind of sells it to me. It's that people didn't even know anything about this, and it's like basically, like this is always something that like I kind of use to determine whether I think something's true or not. I look at, do the previous pieces of the puzzle match up with the current pieces of the puzzle?
Where's my backup?
I think they do.
Could make it then that are in possession of the Israeli intelligence services. The same thing must be happening with the preparation of the failed pandemic emergency, which was lavishly replicated in all the member states of the World Economic Forum and the United Nations, and also with the farce of the Ukrainian crisis. But
those are all things they talked about.
These blackmail of the powerful of the world constitute the unifying...
All the things they talked about. Holy fuck. I don't know why it went down. Element of globalist subversive project. We cannot help but think the indisputable role. Yep, definitely. There's even more of that too. Jeffrey Epstein emails with a guest with the gruesome subject of slicing a pizza. Okay, we'll watch this one in just a minute. This is nuts. Get ready for alien disclosure. It's literally demons. I don't even know what to say. This is insane. Ain't no way he's dead. That's what a lot of people are saying. This bishop was excommunicated for denying the legitimacy of Pope Francis in 2024. Man, what are the odds of that? Pizza parties with pop stars.
Incredible in her house, too.
Yeah. She does have good parties, and she makes good pizza as well.
It's great pizza.
Wonderful pizza.
We've had pizza. Girl after my own heart. Do we love a pizza or what? We love a pizza. It's so good. It's so.
Man. How about that? It's really something special, isn't it? And so we got another one. Subject forward, slicing a pizza. Hilarious.
They just got quiet.
The response to slicing a pizza was hilarious. I've cut pizzas before. I didn't really think it was that funny. You're just cutting a pizza. So why did he think this pizza was so funny to be sliced? That's really convenient, isn't it? Wow. Yeah, I've never seen a hilarious pizza. I've got a pizza slicer downstairs. It's just a little spinny thing. It's not really that funny at all. Funny equivalent for people that make leap year get an extra day. FYI, slicing a pizza. Oh God, I wonder what slicing a pizza is.
That's correct.
So sorry, Jeffrey. These things happen when your body never had a chance to properly heal. So it came out in the toilet and I didn't know what to do, so I just flushed the tiny little fetus. This is worse than Elden Ring.
Anyway, let's go!
Really? I mean, this is crazy. And you know what? I bet they, I wonder if he was mad that they wasted the fetus. Maybe that's the reason why she's apologizing. That they got rid of the baby. Bloodborne literally, yes. Oh my God. Adrenochrome, I'm starting to believe there's a lot of people who think that. FBI documents reveal Epstein used clown makeup while abusing a 14-year-old victim. Was raped by Epstein in 1984 when she was 14. Stated Epstein drugged her prior to being raped. He came in and out of consciousness and stated Epstein's face was painted like a clown.
You are not in the best of health.
Oh my God. This whole shit is unhinged. I know. This is all, and the thing is, all this is like real shit. Like it's not like this is a movie or anything else. I mean, of course, some people could have made things up, but just in general, let me see if I pull this up. I forgot which one it is, if it's acceptable for stream or not. I'm assuming it is because I'm showing it. Oh, all right, you're gonna love this.
The open is gone. You delivered judgment as one God.
Can't stop me. This is, I think, a this is about the A Short Life by She was I want to die. Respect your sense of style. Keeping us all connected. Unlike drugs, a child's body can be sold over and over. Do you guys see that part? A little bonus there. Unlike drugs, a child's body can be sold over and over. Our finance department deals with the paperwork. Who knew? I was born Movies released into this culture. The headline is not a metaphor. Controlled all mobility. Get away from it all. Broken bones. She made me leave all rather stay under the same roof. Your life will never be the same. Oh boy. Oh boy. She was perfect. I can't bring myself to write what happened. I'm beyond broken. I only got 10 to 15 minutes to hold and feed her before they took her. She's mine. I want her back. Wow. Wow. She was so very beautiful. Can't anyone find me? Excuse me. Did someone make this scrapbook? Yeah. Isn't this insane? It must be the baby farm? Yeah, I think that's what it is. Yeah. Steals the baby? I love you so much. Brought her such joy. Pressure on placenta. Oh my God. I am lost and my heart is broken. This is my destiny. This is straight up out of Bloodborne. This shit's sickening. Oh, keep in mind, guys, here's one thing to keep in mind, never forget. All of the files haven't been released. This is the second batch of files. You know there's a chance there could be a fifth batch. What the fuck? Video game of this win. They already made one. It's called Bloodborne. I don't even know what to say. It's brute. They won't release anymore? Yeah, this makes Bloodborne look like a Disney movie. And Thomas Massey, it was not a hoax. I cannot be bullied. I'm not done. And this is why all those in power are doing everything they can to stop me. Nicolas Maduro claims that Javier Milei and Elon Musk are members of a satanic cult. He also links them to occult forces behind Adolf Hitler.
Me dijeron exactamente lo que hay que hacer con el diablo, con los símbolos diabólicos que maneja Elon Musk. Miren su perfil y los símbolos diabólicos que tiene en su pecho. Son sectas satánicas del poder estadounidense que han articulado sectas como la de Milei, o en Venezuela sectas satánicas como el fascismo que ha atacado al país. Es una lucha de carácter espiritual entre el bien y el mal.
Spiritual fight between good and evil.
El engaño, el fascismo. Porque ustedes saben todo el ocultismo que hubo detrás de Hitler. Me dijeron
occultism behind Hitler.
Exactamente lo que hay que hacer con el diablo.
Man, now he's just an insane retard. You're probably right, but it is interesting.
I think it may be time to consider.
On top of that, there's the Anthony Weiner laptop, which I don't know if you heard this. I wrote an article about that too. 675,000 Clinton emails when they got Anthony Weiner's laptop in a search warrant because of all the sex perversion issues. It was all the Clinton emails, the Clinton Foundation, her Secretary of State emails, Huma Abedin's emails, lots of people emailing Huma as a proxy for Hillary, and it included what Comey called the sorry, it's way behind than most people. The golden emails because they were the BlackBerry backup emails that they were supposedly just looking for everywhere very diligently. Well, guess what they did when they found them on the Weiner laptop? They got a search warrant for things that didn't include the BlackBerry backup emails. So when they told us, when he stood here and said that day, oh, you know, we've reviewed all the emails now, there's nothing there, that was a bald-faced lie. They specifically did not look at the BlackBerry backups, and they didn't look at a fraction of the emails. laptop and get it to the most trusted person in the military to take apart everything on it. There's a lot prosecuted, I have no doubt.
And nothing ever really happened.
In fact, I heard that the New York police officers who saw some of it, even though they're hardened investigators, literally had to go for it. It's bad.
What do you think that? Weird, right?
They all died in a gunshot wound.
I had big things about it before, but now it's just like
By donating $50,000 to their gender studies program, engaged my youngest daughter to attend, and all she had to do was send him a pint of Mormon blood every week. I'm Esther Tizer Epstein, and I approve of this message. A pint of Mormon blood every week. What the fuck? Yep. The zip on the envelope. What is this here? Is Mormon blood is insane. Okay then. Yep, there you go, guys. And Hillary Clinton, I'll sacrifice a chicken in the backyard to Moloch. Wait, what is this here? With fingers crossed, the old rabbit's foot out of the box in the attic, I will be sacrificing a chicken in the backyard to Moloch. And that was from Hillary Clinton? Prince Andrew bought a kid and then ritually raped him. Well, that sounds pretty bad. Back in the 90s, Ghislaine Maxwell recruited a girl from a modeling career. Instead of modeling, she was sold as a slave for sex and torture. Prince Andrew was an accessory to her death as he tortured her and me to force her murder. I need to get a passport to identify her. He called me wanting me to give him secure email address. Windy, that's no problem. Oh my fucking god. And so, this is just insane. Moloch is trying to see this shit. I mean, I don't know, guys. This is, I think this is about as extreme as it can get, man. It really is. I didn't even expect it to be this crazy. This is nuts. You pretend Moloch got thank you Master for being a Santana cult? No, I didn't see that at all. I wasn't aware of that. And Jeffrey not Jewish because he had a friendship that provided him no economic benefit. Can you imagine what he's saying on Xbox Live?
hell yeah.
Why is Rich in the chat? Rick! Bro! Oh my god, okay. Next, Jeffrey Epstein explains how Jews get rich. Jews are rich because in the old ancient villages, the Jews were stingy and cheap, while the Muslims and Arabs spent and enjoyed their money. They had no choice but to borrow from the Jews. Just one example of dictator logic. On the other hand, the Nobel Peace Prize head suggested the prize go to the internet, but who would accept it on its behalf? Oh my god. Well, there it is. Mastery and misery. I guess I guess that's it, guys. And oh, here we go. Oh, this is something else. I'll look at this later on. I'll have that lined up for later. I don't want to look at it right now. And in a leaked email, Jeffrey Epstein discussed genetically engineering black people to make them smarter. Bro. Diabolical combination right there. Freeran and Yaku. Oh boy. Wow. What's the odds of that? They have their own Yaku. Yep, there it is. And so some thoughts I meant to sit back for a long time. Were you suggesting there are layers through let's call them let's call a conjecture that changing the time correlations by genetic switch or other method, you might be able to make Black smarter by changing the time for motor layer development and changing the time for other layers, like telomeres for the cell, are there equivalents for layers, as you talked about the culling unused neurons in each layer. And look at the statistics. Black kids in the U.S. We're going all the way. I suspect this means their brains are slower at learning high-level concepts because low-level structures are optimized for a shorter time. It could also be that they have an additional set of learning directives in place that adapts them to better, more hunting, runner-style lifestyle, whereas Europeans had to adapt to identifying long-term seasonal patterns, delayed gratification for agriculture. So let me explain a little bit more of this, right? Because this is advanced racism. And so you need to understand and have this decoded by a master, which is why I'm here. So basically, there is a concept in, basically like racial evolutionary thinking that the reason why they're basing it, that they think that, white people and Europeans are smarter than black people is because there was not as many season changes inside of Africa, the black people then didn't have to plan ahead for winter droughts and winter, basically storage. And so because Europeans did, this created what's the word for it? It created a bias that allowed selective evolution to select Europeans to be more intelligent than people from Africa. Time management skills, right? And this is also manifested in agriculture as well, and that's how they also explain IQs in Asia, because, obviously Asians have a lot of agriculture as well. Forced innovation, yes. And so people might not know this is education. Nobody knows this. Nobody knows this. I know this. I've been on the internet for 25 years. So this is it. This is so I want to let you know, like, this is a theory that a lot of people have. And your chat, you're in racist as well. Half people are joking. Don't worry about it. And also, racist or whatever. I'm just talking about what people think. This is what people think. This is inevitable. I'm not saying it's true. I'm not saying black people are stupid. I'm saying this is what people think. This is the basis of it. This is how they arrive at that conclusion. And this is the way they're looking at things. Now, I'm not wrong about that. You might not like me talking about this. It might hurt your feelings. But at the end of the day, it's true. This is the way people see things. This is the way that, this is the genesis of that thought process. That's it. Like, don't be such a pussy. Just because we talk about things, like, plain out, like, I don't give 50 different disclaimers whenever I talk about things, so people can't accidentally clip it out and say that I'm racist. There's already too many clips of me being racist already. What's the harm in 3 more? I don't give a shit. Everybody knows where I stand on these issues. So I just talk about this stuff plain English. You don't like that? Go back to your safe space. Go cry. Go to your therapist. Go take your medicine. Go take a nap. Too bad. Stop being such a bitch. Yeah, there's no trigger warning here. That's it. That's the way it is.
Pay attention.
He's not ready for the event. Maybe, you know what? Honestly, we did bring this kid into the advanced racism course. He might only know racism. He probably wasn't ready for this. Maybe it's our fault for saying this. Yeah. Because if you don't know, if you only know one insult for every racial group, you're not ready for this conversation. You're not. You're not ready for this at all. Why do you think people think this way instead of economic and political state of the world and how black people are affected by curiosity? Well, I think there's a lot of reasons, right? I mean, like, you can look at different groups of people inside of, the same economic conditions. You can look at it and compare it from, like, a prehistoric time. You can look at different evolutionary charts. Those are all ways that they look at it. And this is very common. And it's also like, this isn't really a white people thing, by the way, either. Like, this is very common. Like, people in the Middle East think this. Like, go read the comments. If you think anybody in my chat is bad, go read the comments of a black person TikTok on Chinese fucking social media. Every comment. Wow. You thought that it was bad here. That's not. I'm dead. That's not. I don't understand why they think this way instead of just viewing it from a worldly perspective. Well, okay, so people like to come up with solutions for why things are the way they are. This is very obvious. And whenever they look at an area like Africa that's undeveloped, they will come to a conclusion with that, even if that conclusion is not accurate. People want to have conclusions. Human beings don't like the idea of ambiguity. That's why, for example, one of the biggest cores of human culture is religion. Religion is removing ambiguity from a world that is undefined. That is the fundamental of what religion is. They are trying to add in and include ambiguity as much as possible. And so, really, this is only another example of that. Race terrorist win? My favorite is the Daytona 500. Yeah, that's my favorite race, guys. Yeah, that's my favorite one. So anyway, obviously genetic engineering for black people. This is, of course, in Jeffrey Epstein's emails. Now, where's the next one here? Fidel Castro with Jeffrey Epstein. Glorious anti-imperialist revolutionary Fidel Castro hung out with Epstein. There you go. There's another one. What a fucking surprise. When asked where his weapons came from, Soleimani replied, I don't know.
Where do you get the arms from?
از کجا شما این اسلحه رو به دست میارید؟
نمیدونم.
I don't know.
Where do you get the arms from?
از کجا شما این اسلحه ها رو به دست میارید؟
نمیدونم.
I don't know.
Guys, they just showed up out of nowhere. Look at that. This is Jeffrey Epstein. At my table, I asked, why are you right-wing guys so anti-Semitic? One said, historically, we all know it's actually been the Jews behind the government pulling the strings. I said, like you. And one pointed at me, and then they started to roar with laughter. Me. And one guy said, how do you explain in only 3 days there have been princes, prime ministers, emissaries, plus 2 presidents and royal bodies guilty? So funny. I wish you were here. How do Jews run the world? And they say, because look at you. Holy fuck, man. Wow. I don't even know what to say. Okay, alright, I'm gonna look at one more, and then there is so much to this, I can't go over all of it in one day. I've already, this is enough for today. This is gonna take me 2 or 3 days to go through everything, and then I'm sure at that point there's gonna be even more, okay? I don't want to just go through everything in one day. We're gonna do way more of it tomorrow. Of course it's gonna be more of it too, absolutely. I said I would look at the Crimson Desert Star. I apologize, I'm not gonna do that today, we're gonna do it tomorrow. And then we'll get into you have legit content. I do. This is insane. 6-7 days, maybe. Right
there.
And this is just nuts. Oh my fucking god. I don't even know what to say. Don't forget about Steam being sued. This is insane. Was the chat satisfied with that Steam coverage today? It better be, right? And last one. I don't want him to ask me to support his African causes. He only asks and pontificates and offers us little but his parental advice on subjects we really don't give a shit about. He wants a favor, asking me to contribute. What favor have I ever asked him for? I'm sure he's tired of being asked for money. Now, why should the shoe be put on the other foot? He is brilliant, and so is Warren. They can't come up with a better foundation structure and goal than to make the ludicrous statement that every life is equal. Is so then give every one of the billion kids $1 for food every year and save a billion lives? It is Catholicism at its worst. Oh my god. Yep.
So much for the legs, never land during the big press conference today, so I guess I can probably
I haven't been in talking points. I don't like reading speeches, never have. But the teacher staff will put some stuff down there in writing just to make sure that you're saying. Yeah. So I'm going to read it a little bit. So, I've been on the ground for some 3 days. I can't even remember. President of the United States called me Monday morning.
Just show up. I checked my favorite channel, Cambridge, Texas, to see if they had covered it yet, and didn't find anything. So I decided to make my own version. If you're already doing all this, make your own fucking video. Make your own. I made my own version. Don't make your own version of me. Make your own version of this topic. Like, this is. How does this make any sense? Back 99 was a high-end desktop platform, HTTP, acceptable quality, and it was 14 I mean, what the fuck is everything? I want to give you a glimpse into the future of the internet, where it's littered with shit like this. So this is something that a user created. It's a thumbnail that's meant to be one of our thumbnails. It's AI generated. That's not really concerned with those. Take a listen to this. Alright, so let's talk about something that's been developing in the market that is genuinely fascinating from a market dynamics perspective. We're literally looking at the DRC So they've auto-generated, or AI-generated, a version of me reading a script I didn't write about a topic that we have to publish. And they published a Reddit post with it, and I just saw the future of content creators. That's not what this is, first of all, but what's concerning here to me is now I can consume the content in the format I prefer while driving multitasking without needing to reach for all the sources and still get that technical breakdown that I want. It is disturbing that anyone would think I'm going to generate a thing from a person, especially when I don't know, just in general. I'm going to generate a thing, make them say it, and then say, now I can consume that content that they didn't make, but I still get the technical breakdown I love about Steve. But it's not me. Like, I didn't break it down. It's not my word. I'm not speaking it. I think this crosses some really concerning territorial boundaries where people will begin to use obsession with people they don't know anything about beyond what's on the internet. We work pretty hard to establish some firm boundaries in terms of like making sure it's not too easy for people to use that terrorism trap. For example, not streaming effectively, like streaming that much. We'll have that sort of one-sided relationship can build, and this just feeds all of that. But the bigger concern is how this is used for scams in the future. So, for example, for a long time, there was an Instagram account that was impersonating this person impersonating, and that Instagram account was scamming people. Where they want to give away, and then it would ask them to pay the account owner, who was like $75, to ship the giveaway out.
Data inbound. Continue. Defend.
But it was successfully tricking people. They email us. There's one guy I remember who was like, hey, I sent $75. And now where my money's gone. And yeah, your money is gone. But this is going to be a lot easier to scam people because now they're going to be able to do like a voice message, for example. Like, if XX Destroyer 524 says, I don't believe it or not, Steve, prove it. And then they use an AI generated voice message. XX Destroyer 524. It is me, Steve, and I am confirming on the prize. But ignoring all that, listen to this for a minute. I've never done a full reaction video, I guess that's what we're doing, but we're going to react to the AI generated cloud quad, I guess, with live voice and I don't know this bullshit, whatever all this shit is, that's what we're reacting to. And let's just listen for a second here. We brought you this video in our brand new limited edition Disappointment Tour PC Build t-shirt on store.gamersaccess.net, recapping all of the worst hardware events in 2025 and one brand 4-inch style shirt on the back. The front
video card vendors and various types of sweet. The Central GM logo at the bottom. Exposed to private years. And we got Bloomberg. This is shown on the back of the t-shirt with other dates. The shirts are available in a comfortable 100% cotton, flannel, or a highly breathable traveling design. Vintage coloring on the logo print. The back of the shirt has the best of the worst, referencing AI, what we thought was NVIDIA manipulating the press, Intel being in total free fall, tariff situation, and more. Buying one of these direct exports another year, independent reporting and coverage from us. We're majority funded these days by the audience, not by corporate backers. We've successfully wound down the percentage of ads we sell, the revenue we bring in from public support, like from our audience. Thank you for all of that. Go to store.guarantee.net to support us directly for 2026 by buying a Disappointment Tour t-shirt for 2025. DDR3. Data on what's actually happening, why it's happening, and then we'll talk about what it means for the average builder. We've got chapters in the description if you want to skip around, but I'd recommend watching the whole thing because there's a lot of nuance here that I think is important. So this is something that I recognize. I don't think many people would pick it up because it's like a really specific style thing. I've changed my style a lot over the years. I don't really post like that anymore. That is similar though to a style when I was in the previous studios. Like that would be 2018, 2021 era of my hosting cadence and some of the language used there, like talking about sticking around. If you can, jump to the chapter flow, stuff like that. We don't do a whole lot of that now. So let's start with the numbers, because that's where this gets interesting. According to reporting from TechSpot, who cited the Chinese hardware forum board channels, and we'll link that in the description, demand for motherboards with DDR3 support grew between 100 and 200% throughout 2025. So this is kind of weird because it's as if it's a hardware news maybe. If we're doing an actual benchmark ourselves, like this thing indicates in the fake thumbnail, we try to just do the benchmark, and then we're the only source that needs to be there because we produced it directly. But anyway, we're talking about a 2 to 3x increase in shipments of boards supporting what is at this point nearly 2-decade-old memory technology. DDR3 was introduced in 2007, and we're now in 2026. We're going to 1.5x here. And sales of DDR3 compatible motherboards doubled or tripled last year. That's insane, if you think about it. And the reason for this, and that isn't my vocabulary. I do say that's insane. I normally say that's literally insane, but that isn't my vocabulary. We covered this extensively on the channel, is the memory pricing situation that has developed as a result of the AI boom. We've got DDR5 spot prices that have, I believe, let me pull this up. Yeah, so 16 gigabit DDR5 IC was priced at $6.84 on average. We would never do that. That doesn't make any sense at all, because this is a GNCA video. I don't host videos here for GN, for this kind of content we're listening to. It would be scripted. I would have pre-written it all down or hosted it on the fly. But one thing we don't have is a computer where I just pull it up in front of me. I think I've done that like one time ever. That wasn't a stream. So that doesn't make any sense. They've written that in from whatever other bullshit the LLM has consumed or the AI tool has consumed and has decided this is what humans do. It's written that in. To make it sound more real, and it's not something I would do. So like in terms of identifying is something fake or not, as we get deeper into this fuckery where eventually people are going to believe this, that would be a tell. At DRAM Exchange back in September, by November 19th, $1.84 on average at DRAM Exchange back in September. DRAM Exchange, it's DRAM. It's not DRAM. So the platform at the center of this resurgence is Intel's X99 chipset. And for those who don't remember or weren't building PCs back then, X99 was Intel's high-end desktop platform, HEDT, launched in 2014 for Haswell E. It natively supports DDR4. I mean, first of all, fuck everything about this. Haswell E release date. I guess I shouldn't be like fact-checking all this on the fly. It was 2014. Well, 2013 sort of depends on how you count it. But anyway, you know, this is like, what's weird to me? So let's go back. This is a Reddit post. This guy said, as seen here, there's nothing groundbreaking, but the process behind it was interesting. I'm going to go with Claude. I'm sure some people that'll trick.
Yeah, there's a lot.
You know, one thing I've noticed in today's gaming landscape is pretty apparent. You can really tell how great a game is or how great a game truly will be by how long people talk about it after its initial release. Games like Chrono Trigger is a great example. Deus Ex, the original one, is also a good example too. And it turns out that for some reason the past couple of days, the entire internet has been abuzz about one game that came out 24 years ago. and that game is Morrowind. Now, I don't know about you, but I'm in my 40s, almost mid-40s right now. Yeah, don't let the grays fool you. They're coming in pretty hard and fast. But the thing is, I grew up with Morrowind. It was my first Elder Scrolls game, actually. And it teleported me to a world, to a place that I really didn't think would ever exist.
100%.
Everything from the music, the characters, the enemies, the armor, the skills, everything about it just screamed to me something that you don't even get today right now. And that's care, compassion, and actual atmosphere. And trust me, if you haven't played Morrowind, I really suggest that you do so, especially if Oblivion or Skyrim were some of your first RPGs in the Elder Scrolls series. It's gotten so bad for me that I basically regularly play Morrowind on my Steam Deck with OpenMW on Linux. It's been the one game that I come back to over and over again, aside from the other two I talked about before. Look, I know you're reinstalling Chrono Trigger and Deus Ex right now because I mentioned it, but really, hear me out. Hold on a second, trust me. But see, Morrowind is back in the news not because of what you might actually think. It's back in the news because Bethesda developers are in fact talking about it. We've heard rumors about a Fallout 3 and a Fallout New Vegas remaster. And personally, I liked Fallout 3 quite a bit, but I really liked Fallout 1 a hell of a lot more. And I honestly prefer that sort of like top-down isometric kind of gameplay. I guess that pretty much breeds into my entire fascination with Diablo and Path of Exile as well. But the thing is, it wasn't the fact that Bethesda developers were talking about Morrowind, it was the fact of how they were talking about Morrowind, and it really put into concern what's happening in the gaming industry right now, and why we get so many games that feel empty, lacking soul, substance, and don't provide anything proper for gamers to actually sink their teeth into and really enjoy. And it kind of sheds some light as to why every game right now
A new marvel is
pretty IGN posted a tweet saying this, quote, "Go back and play Morrowind and tell me that's the game you want to play again," said Bruce Nesmith, who worked for Bethesda for over 17 years, adding that playing The Elder Scrolls 3 would not stand the test of time. Right off the bat, I'm incredibly confused by this statement. If you go on YouTube right now and you just type "played Morrowind for the first time," you'll see a breadth and depth of videos that say, "Holy, this game is actually amazing," and they'll be well over an hour long, and they'll go into great detail. They'll start off saying, "Yeah, at the beginning I kind of didn't like it, but the more I played, the more I was gradually hooked and I couldn't stop playing." And that's what happens to basically everybody who plays Morrowind. It's really kind of odd to hear something like that being said, especially with the current state of the Elder Scrolls, where it's a consistent re-release of Skyrim over and over again. And Skyrim is good, I guess, if you really want to have that kind of experience. I consider Skyrim to be the kind of game to play when you're bundled up in a bunch of blankets in a very cold winter, and you've had a couple of gummies, and you're trying to sit back and unwind. A very passive gaming experience for them. More akin to just exploring locations, seeing what's there, and moving on to the next one. Just enjoying the world running about. And yeah, that could be great for some people, but it doesn't fit what I'm really looking for. And I feel like what's happening right now is a lot of game developers are looking to try and satiate the more casual audience rather than going after this new niche that put that studio on the map where they were, that made those deep games. And I think what's even worse is what Bruce Nesmith says in the interview, with the article from IGN saying this: "A former veteran Bethesda developer has cast doubt on the possibility of Morrowind remaster in the same vein as the recently released Oblivion remaster, saying going back to play the Elder Scrolls 3 now, over 20 years after it came out, would make fans cringe." Why? In an interview with Press.PR, Bruce Nesmith, who left Bethesda in 2021, midway through the development of Starfield, having worked at the company for over 17 years, highlighted a number of reasons why Morrowind probably won't be the top of the list. Saying, quote, "The problem with doing Morrowind is that I bet they don't have the original code. The game is so old, I don't know if the original source code exists anymore. If it does, can you even compile it? When you're looking at Oblivion, they still had the code. They could still compile it. Putting the code into the new version of the engine was a possibility." And I kind of agree with Bruce on this aspect as well. We've seen other games have this issue. Final Fantasy VIII Remastered was a perfect example. They lost the source code, and a lot of the stuff they had to basically rebuild on their own and make specific changes. Final Fantasy Tactics, that was also another one too from Square Enix. So many games back in the past, especially in the 90s, for some reason, nobody kept a backup of it. I remember a story about Toy Story 1 or 2, I don't really remember which one exactly, but it turns out that the original movie was lost at time until an employee had the actual backup of the movie originally on a hard drive in their garage or in their attic somewhere and literally saved the entire project. What happened back then where nobody made backups of anything at all? And that's really the concerning part too, because Morrowind could in fact be lost to time. And that's kind of a scary thing. Even though with projects like Daggerfall Unity and so many others, we've seen other ways to play these older games. But to make remasters or remakes of them is almost kind of out of the question. And me personally, I'm a very staunch advocate of no remasters and no remakes. I don't want any old game to basically be touched. I want them to be as they were when they released, warts and all, because clearly, to me, that's when they're the best. That's when those games shine, when you accept the fact that there are some inconsistencies. Sure, the control scheme and the mechanics aren't modernized, but modernization of video games, it's pretty much only been bad across the board, and games that are actually good go back to the older style of video games in the first place. Dark Souls is a great example. It feels a lot like Castlevania when you play it, just in a third-person perspective. You never thought I'd make that analogy now, did you? Think about it. Go play Dark Souls 1, then play Castlevania, and you're gonna see some shit. But I also look back at games like Metal Gear Solid 1. I don't want that game remastered. I hated the Twin Snakes version. I thought it was actually terrible. Hot take, I know. And I feel like older games should be kept the way they are. I don't want them modernized. I don't want better UIs. I don't want newer mechanics. I don't want to modernize things. I want things as they were. I want them difficult. I want them fun. I want them full of depth and mechanics. That's what I'm looking for, even at my old age and my limited game time as well. But there's other parts as well that Bruce talks about that really show the real concern of the gaming industry. Bruce continues by saying this: people even had cringe moments with the Oblivion remake, but they forgave it because they're reliving something. They're enjoying the nostalgia. I worked on Oblivion. I'm even responsible for some of those cringe moments. The further back you go, the more that's going to be an issue. The reality of playing Morrowind will not stand the test of time, in my opinion. Now, if you were to completely remake Morrowind with the Skyrim engine to try and rebuild it from the ground up, that's a whole other story. But that's an entire project. That's a whole 4-year dev cycle. Why not go make something new? This is where I got pretty angry, actually. Bruce was just saying things to honestly say them, and I feel like Bethesda themselves have a really big issue with their past and their history. I feel like there's an actual really big deviation point in Bethesda specifically, and it almost sits around when Morrowind in fact came out. You can kind of see it with Oblivion as well. They deviated far more away from Morrowind than what that game was doing, especially when Oblivion came out on the 360. You can clearly see that line, and it's almost like they're ashamed of their past. It feels like Blizzard as well. Blizzard being ashamed of what Blizzard North did and the kind of games they created. And you can see that deviation point and that entire thing just completely go the opposite direction. Almost like they're trying to swing the pendulum in a different way altogether, as if the past wasn't good enough for them and they felt they could do better. Yet when they try to do better, it falls apart in front of them. And also talking about remaking Morrowind and Skyrim's engine, that's already being done. Skywind. It's a real thing. It exists. It's almost done. It was almost done 10 years ago, but it's almost done. Hopefully. We'll see. But the problem is, though, I really feel like Bruce may in fact be out of touch and, dare I say, even out of time. Yes, that's a Hall & Oates reference. Because Bruce was also one of the main people that decided to do this to Skyrim. Mickey D on Twitter said this: someone's got to take the mic away from this former Bethesda dev, with an article saying this: we got rid of attributes in Skyrim, and you know who complained? Almost nobody. Former Bethesda lead pushed for a streamlined RPG where you don't have your head buried in menus, stats, and rules. Yeah, we definitely have to take the mic away from Bruce Nesmith and even from a lot of Bethesda devs right now. Because when you ignore stats and rules and everything else and try to streamline an RPG, you get people that say the combat in Morrowind is in fact bad and not good. And that's really what concerns me the most. People who say that Morrowind's combat is terrible, that all you do is swing and miss, clearly either A, don't know how to read a character sheet, or B, never played an RPG in their life. Or the fact that those same exact people feel like you have to min-max Morrowind to even play the game and be good at it, when all you got to do is just pick a skill, say, oh, this is cool, and just keep using that skill. It's almost like the more you do something, the better you get at it, and so it just keeps getting better, and you can basically break the game. The entire game in the beginning literally tells you, hey, you can do wild shit here, and it's a great way of doing it. That's the entire reason why the wizard falls out of the sky. That's the whole reason why you get the entire skill to jump across a continent in the very first level of the game. But people don't see that. They see jank, they see low poly, they see rough graphics and textures, and they ignore it altogether when all they're actually doing is dismissing a game that can truly change exactly what they feel about the industry as a whole. In fact, other people were pointing out that the combat in Morrowind isn't bad, they just don't know how to play a video game. Armjoy on Twitter said this: to disprove the stupid meme of Morrowind combat is just missing everything, he reinstalled Morrowind Game of the Year version, created a character, ran straight to the shop, bought an axe you start with enough money to get, ran out to the first mud crab that he saw. And what actually happened? Well, he properly spec'd into axes. In fact, you can see his skill right here. 45 into axes is a major skill. And then he just one-shots really the mud crab. Didn't even miss. Literally, the simplest thing you could do. Anyone who plays any ARPG, anyone who plays any actual role-playing game, anyone who's played D&D knows, why would you pick a weapon that you're not good at to then use and then complain that you keep missing? But things get even more wild because you can clearly see there seems to be a lot of issues in Bethesda directly. Because according to PC Gamer, Skyrim lead praises Todd Howard for trying to desperately not to micromanage and be a bottleneck, even though he still does what's called seagulling, where he swoops in and changes things. And what's crazy is even other game developers and streamers had opposite opinions of what Bruce Nesmith and even Bethesda actually thinks about their games. Check it out. Dylan Rogers said this: saw someone critique Morrowind as, quote, you have to talk to NPCs instead of follow quest markers, and I find it a bit sad that some see game worlds as only lists of errands to follow. We should aspire for games to have worlds where its inhabitants are substance over filler. Dan's Gaming said this: I did many times, and yes, Morrowind is still one of the best Elder Scrolls games. It's still their best main story, and the atmosphere of the world still holds up even all these years later. A remake/remaster with voice acting would be a big hit. Hanya on Twitter said this: probably the biggest red flag a game developer can say is this, by the way. Elder Scrolls 6 is doomed. 20 years ago is 2006, by the way. This guy effectively says you would cringe if you played Metal Gear Solid 3 or WoW Vanilla. And Hanya's right, so is Dan's, and so is everybody else that talked about this. If you go back 20 years, you're looking at 2006. You're not looking at 1986 or even 96. I know, the bones in your body are turning to dust right now as I tell you this, but think about that. 2006, those games defined an entire generation. Those games defined actual gameplay and role-playing in video games. Those games brought actual life to what we have now, and then we're seeing modern gaming spit on the actual shoulder of the giant that they're in fact standing on. And the example for WoW Classic is totally apropos. When you look at what they said before, we're literally telling their audience, you think you want to go back to Classic WoW, but you don't, yet they turn around and when it released, it was an actual big hit, and everybody ran back to it until they also buried that into the actual trash, ruining the idea of what Classic WoW should be, because they noticed that it was cannibalizing their retail version of WoW. That's really what we saw. I really feel like what we're seeing right now are game developers saying that they feel they can do better of what was actually considered perfection before. It's like going around to the Louvre and saying, I can paint better than the Mona Lisa, and when they paint it, they show everybody, and nobody gives a fuck because it's not good. It's just literally exactly what we all knew it was going to be. Actual garbage. And sure, I sound like an old man yelling at a cloud right now, and that's pretty much been my entire persona. And that's kind of why I've gotten so deep into Warhammer as well, because it's got this great style of lore, this deepness, this richness that you can't find anywhere else. And it grabs you and it pulls you in. But the thing is, you don't have that with games anymore. All you've got is checklists, icons, battle passes, bullshit, always online, all this garbage you don't want to interface with. Menus, time-gated mechanics, all this stuff that just takes you out of the experience, that pulls you away from what could be a good game. And then developers freak out and lose their minds when Baldur's Gate 3 releases, and they cry and scream they can't make a game like this. Or Elden Ring comes out, people lose their shit going, I never liked Souls games, but this got me. And then they become a massive fan of the entire genre. That's what I'm talking about. We need games like that now. We're getting them in the indie space. But major developers and publishers don't get this. And even devs right now still don't get this. Say that they would cringe from a game from 2006? That's bad. That's real bad. In what way would you cringe? Because of the graphics? Graphics today are garbage. It's all ray tracing, 25 FPS, chromatic aberration, motion blur, vignetting, film grain, all the stuff that nobody likes in graphics in the first place. And it looks worse. Is it the combat system? So people can't read a character sheet with numbers? People lose their mind when they do that? Is it the fact you have to go and read actual text from NPCs? Oh no, it's the horror. Having to read? Hell, even Kai Cenat's reading now. What are we doing? But look, I love horror. That's why I'm making this video. I love older games. I feel like gaming is for itself. That's completely lost about why people enjoy gaming in the first place.
Be glad that you've blood left enough
take that game, or why you're seeing people retreat to retro gaming as well. Or even like myself.
Out of my way!
I'm really deep into Warhammer. But anyways, I want to hear what you guys got to say about this in the comment section down below. Make you guys like the video. If you want to see more small episodes like this and content like this, subscribe. Really actually knows Warhammer coming up soon. Maybe some streams, maybe painting some miniatures. Maybe some more. You know what? With all that being said though, thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you have a great one. See you next time.
Oh, and also the orcs, but they're busy right now.
Yeah, that's about right. That's
the Eldar.
I've always liked the orcs, especially in the Warhammer games for 40K and Space Marine, because I love the fact that orcs are British, and that like blew my mind when they were like, go after them through the tan trumpets, and I'm like, all right, listen, I did not expect that, but let's heck and go with this, I guess. All right. Proper UK English-speaking orcs. Can't get any better.
Are a particularly psychically powerful race, so they were really adept at being able to handle the new turbulent warp of chaos and good at killing Necrons, hence why they went to sleep. Being psychically gifted is basically like being a wizard, but you get your wizard powers from hell. This is called being a psyker, and basically if you want to do cool wizard shit like
briefings aren't as comprehensive as I'd like. Kill that sniper! Or we will die. Away with you!
knowledge, but no discipline.
Yes! Follow me! Deep! Trap is dead! Focus fire!
An impressive flourish there.
That should stop the bomb! Eyes peeled! Watch for a foxhound! Hands up! There!
We can't let them pin us here. Beauty! I'm with you! Nuncio Aquila out! Episode in sight. I am not waiting. Count pacified. remembered. missing. Commencing final iteration. Completion imminent.
Yeah, that's got the head on off actually. Yeah, so thank you everybody for hanging out. Appreciate y'all coming through. If you're watching the VOD, thank you for watching the VOD. And you know, once again, it's awesome to have you all here. So hit that like, follow, and hit that notification bell, and I'll see you in the next one. All right, everybody. Yeah. See you in the next one.
I'm tired.